Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 21 of NFL Draft Analysis by Sideline Specialists. In this episode, we're going back to the Combine site because PFF didn't have anything on this man. His name is Jordan Magee. He is from Temple University, which is about 15 minutes from me right now, which is awesome. Love seeing guys out of Temple make it. So, this guy's a linebacker. Drafted to the Washington Commanders with pick 139 in the 5th round. So early 5th. So he's 6'1", 228, 32-inch arms, 8 3/4 inch hands. Ran a 4.55. That's moving. 1.54 10-yard split, 10-foot 4-inch broad jump, 35.5-inch vertical jump. Production score of 10th. He had the highest athleticism score of any linebacker measured at the Combine or graded by the NFL themselves. So it says a 6.0, traits or talent to be above average backup. I think this guy could develop into better than that. He has a very good amount of college experience behind him as he played a full 4 seasons. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to Sports Reference. We're going to go ahead and look at some stats here, because I think this is just the easiest thing to do. So obviously, the first season, he did not play too many games, only 5. So we can I want to ignore that, but that is where he had his 1 interception in his entire career. So we will make note of that. He ran it back 45 yards as well. Excellent. So in 12 games in 2021, had 35 solo tackles, 19 assisted tackles, 6.5 tackles for loss, no sacks. That's fine. He's a linebacker, not an edge rusher. 2022 season, 50 solo tackles, 36 assisted for 86 total that he was a part of, 9 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks. Big jump. Excellent. And let's get ready for another one. So in 11 games in 2023, 45 solo, 35 assisted, 80 total, 14 tackles for loss. That is excellent. 4 pass breakups, 10 total on his career. That I love to see. 2 forced fumbles. Love to see that as well. And it would appear as though he recovered one of his own forced, and then the other that he recovered was in that freshman season in 2020 that was obviously affected by COVID. So I think this guy has a lot of potential. Obviously, the amount of highlights out on him is not crazy. This is going to be one of the shorter videos simply because there's not actually that much to look at when it comes to Jordan Magee. I think the measurables are perfectly solid. I think he's a great athlete. And at linebacker, you need that speed. You need that hitting power. This video is only 2 minutes long. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, he wears 6. He wears number 6. Hold on. We're going back. I had to figure out who he was, and now we can jump back over. So you'll see him right here. He got on that guy right after the line of scrimmage. I think this is him right here at the bottom. Jumps up, puts his shoulder down, absolutely levels that guy. Nice tackle. Nice tackle. Burst of speed and absolutely runs him over. Absolutely love to see that. Let's see. Okay, bottom of the screen, rushing in towards the quarterback. Gets his hands in there. There's one of those half sacks that we just referred to. Jumps up, makes the play in the backfield. There's one of the tackles for loss. Excellent. Obviously, Temple, you can see the record at the bottom there is only 2-6. They are not a powerhouse by any means whatsoever. But they do, on occasion, develop some very solid linebackers. TJ Edwards being another notable Temple alum, I believe. Actually, it's probably Sean Bradley. Hold on. I'm investigating now. Please enjoy the rest of these brief highlights. I need to know. It's Sean Bradley. Ignore the TJ Edwards thing. Let me see where Sean Bradley is. I know he was obviously from Temple. Bummer. I wanted Sean Bradley to still be on an NFL team. At least a practice squad. I got accepted by Temple, so I'm a little biased. I'm sorry. Please enjoy these 360 megapixels. Holy cow. I get it. The lack of highlights on a guy at a Temple. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. I'm giving a little bit of I'm throwing a little bit of a bone here to the Commanders, right? Because I don't like that team. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan. I wish that guy from Temple didn't freaking go to Washington. However, I think you guys got a really good player here. I think just because we can't go and look up a bunch of tape like at home doesn't mean a damn thing. All right. The stats are very solid, and then you see the play. He reads plays well. He knows when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive. He has pass breakups on his resume, so clearly he's not that shy, I'm assuming, about covering tight ends, and I think his speed is like he will absolutely outspeed most tight ends, even at the NFL level, so it's just going to be a matter of playing intelligently and not overcommitting. But just some of these tackles for loss, he is just so deep in the backfield so quickly. It's insane. He tackles with strength. He doesn't tackle with... He doesn't just like... There's stupid tackling, right? Like, you're going to go in and tackle a running back who's already at speed. You need to grab the right part of his body and you need to use leverage. He does that. That's great. I think Washington absolutely got a guy that, if nothing else, will add depth on defense and then be a really key, very good special teams player. With the speed he has and his hitting power, I don't see why you wouldn't put him on special teams. I think he would be extremely successful. So considering this is a 5th round pick, I mean, I have to give this at least a B+. I think it just makes sense. He's the best athlete. That's just, if you just take athlete as a word and what it means, he's the best athlete at linebacker in this draft. He has better speed. He can change direction well. He has power with the speed. He knows how to use his body. I mean, this is one of those guys. It's like the reason he goes in the 5th is because there's things that need to be developed, but he has the athletic traits that if you can develop those things, oh boy. So I think this is a very solid pick. I really do. If you were a Washington Commanders fan, go Birds. But thank you for watching. If you'd like to leave a like, really would appreciate that. If you'd like to subscribe and see future videos, would also appreciate that. If you subscribe, you will potentially get notified when we go live, and you can come pop on by and watch our once per week podcast where we just talk about the topics going on around in sports with a focus on NFL related ones. And if you'd like to listen to the audio-only version while driving or taking a shit, please consult Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google, searching Sideline Specialists. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see you again very, very soon.